Good morning, guys. This is just a quick little video to supplement my previous video on my 1/32nd scale railroad collecting journey. I glazed over these boxes during my presentation about all the other 1/32nd scale stuff, like from New Ray and Markland and everything, and including the 1/35th scale models that I covered. But I didn't even address these things. They were in the video, but I just forgot to address them. So these are Cobi block toys, brick toys, I guess you'd call them. They're Lego knockoffs. Lego at some point lost their proprietary rights on the design of the bricks, and other people are now able to legally produce Legos. Now, whether these truly interact with Legos or not, I don't know. I'm not a Lego fan. Never have been. I sort of missed that boat in my youth, but these were interesting looking. They are 1/35th scale, and I know I've been talking more about 1/32nd scale, but these fit that 1/35th scale niche with the models and things like that. And you know, I had mentioned how 1/32nd scale is expensive and kind of difficult to find, and so I thought these might have been a good avenue to explore. And I'm just downright curious about them. I'm not a big fan of Lego aesthetics, and I know these are not truly Lego. This company, Cobi, is from Poland. So, you know, they are brick toys. But in my opinion, this locomotive looks kind of decent on the box. I think if it were built up, and even if it were sitting in perspective in the background and not doing anything, just as a piece of scenery, I think it might look kind of cool. As far as the other Cobi railroad items that I've found so far, this flat car, this to me looks just fine. I think you would be, as a toy collector, I think you would be hard pressed to tell that this was a brick toy on your railroad layout. Now, as a model railroader, I'm sure the tastes are a little more discerning, and like this sort of thing might be frowned upon in the model railroading community. But in the toy collecting community, you know, anything goes. And then there's this, I think this is a gondola. I'm not quite sure yet the difference between a gondola and a flat car. I believe a gondola is more of a receptacle, you know, box-like shape, and a flat car is exactly what it sounds like, a flat car. But that's that. Now, I haven't opened these yet. This was the same deal I'd mentioned in my earlier video. These are things I saved up. The price went down over the holidays, and I pulled the trigger on them. This one kind of looks like it, you know, it's seen better days or whatever. Hopefully all the parts are in there. You know, that's the danger when you keep these things in the box for so long, and then you finally open them months later, and then, oh, there's a missing part or anything. But there's the, there you go, Cobi's made in Poland. And let's see, there's not much interesting stuff on the back. You know, I guess I'd really have to open it up. The big question is, being that they're 1/35th scale, are they going to be like interactive or compliant with the other 1/35th scale model railroads that I have? Is there, by some miracle, they'll work with the 1/32nd scale track? That would be the ideal scenario, if they work with the 1/32nd scale track. But it looks like they come with a little bit of track, and I don't know if I'll ever be able to make them interact with 1/32nd scale. I may have to run a parallel track if I ever want to use them. Who knows? I might open them up, I might build them, and I might hate them, and then wind up selling them on eBay to recoup my costs. But they look kind of neat. As far as the actual vehicle part goes. The figures, no, they're god awful. I'm not into that Lego aesthetic, but it looks like the possibility of like using this with a couple Jeeps or Kubel wagons strapped down onto it might be kind of cool. So that's it for what I know about Cobi. I'm not even sure if they have other railroad cars or components or locomotives. They do have one other locomotive. They have this one that I know for sure in plain gray. I thought about getting it and maybe airbrushing a camouflage paint scheme on it, but it's expensive. So it's just not in the cards right now. But as far as like this stuff, I don't know if they have a caboose or anything like that for their rolling stock. They do have tons of tanks and things like that, but being a 1/32 scale Army Man collector, there's no shortage of decent tanks, and I don't really need a Lego tank unless it were a specific tank that I haven't seen produced in 1/32 scale. But it's just a road I really don't want to go. I don't want to open up the so-called Lego Pandora's box and never be able to close it. I have far too many hobbies, and I don't need to add another reason to separate me from my money. But that's all said in good nature, and I hope you guys are going to have a great week. Happy Monday.